What up, guys? Now it's John White Chronicles movie section, getting right into it. Went and saw Iron Lung with my little sister, Raina. She is absolutely in love with Markiplier. The reason we've gone into the Five Nights at Freddy's movies that have come out in the last few years. And Iron Lung is Markiplier's first real try at like an actual movie. Mark Schlabach is his real name. Um, I just uh, a lot is the first thing I'm gonna say. Just a lot. Um, I'm not a fan of enclosed spaces. I'm not a fan of knowing it's gonna be almost entrapment in a movie where there's gonna be kind of one setting, one area, not a whole bunch of change. That being said, I still find the beauty in the art in making one scene, one area, like make sense for a whole movie. Very awesome and very cool that you can take that challenge on and actually like succeed. That being said, a lot of shit going on in this submarine that we're in, the Iron Lung, if you would. I don't like excessive blood. I'm a man who loves horror movies, who is down for the cause, no matter what kind of horror movie it is, slasher films, paranormal, possession, demonic, you name it. Go forth. I'm there for it. I draw a line where it's excessive blood, excessive gore, sloshing, a bunch of sounds that you don't want to hear consistently happening in a movie. And this movie turned into that real quick. The little bit of rumbling, the little bit of blood gurgling, curdling, yeah, and then it's full on puddles and falling in and stepping in and moving your hands out of and sloshing and just you know that feeling when you're getting ready to throw up and it's like the moisture in the back of your mouth is starting to really rise, like you know it needs to happen. That's how I start feeling when I'm watching coagulation at an excessive clip just constantly bubble up and overflow. And this movie had a lot of that. Okay, Iron Lung, I get it. It's set in one setting. This is based off of a game that Markiplier played that a lot of his fans know. I get all those things. I also get no. This is a lot. This is a lot of overkill, a bunch of, I don't need to see this much blood. Simply put. I don't know what the hell the game is based off of. Sister was telling me there was a 45-minute playthrough of a game that you have on YouTube. And so, in that exact same sentence, what the hell? This movie was 2 hours long, and I'll say off the bat, it does not need to be 2 hours long. The plot does not change. The stakes don't get higher. It just more gets pressurized. Put in a situation where you have to do what they ask you to do or you're screwed. I guess our main character, who's played by Markiplier, also Simon, he screwed up. He helped destroy a station because I guess in this world, dystopian world, the world has been almost ended by the quiet rapture, which essentially ended almost all of humanity, but not everybody was taken or whatever. And so they're on a blood moon, I guess, trying to investigate, and they constantly keep putting him into a submerged, I'm gonna say blood pool, because it sounds like water at the beginning, and then just to see the red seep in and coming back up. And yeah, so I guess essentially they're on a blood moon and they're trying to see if they can find something, if they can find, I don't know, hints, clues as to what happened, how to survive. Maybe there was a way to survive this quiet rapture, but they weren't sure. So that's the premise. They promised our main character Simon that essentially you go down into wherever they technically put him in an ocean of blood. You go down into this blood ocean and you look around basically and you discover something, and then we'll pull you back up, is what he was told. Well, we know better. It definitely wasn't the true statement, and he was also told that he was the first one they've ever sent down there. We don't know. Yeah, what the fuck ever. You don't know my ass. Too many things that are classic tropes in like government, military, as we don't want to tell you the truth kind of movies, where yeah, we knew that it could have got this bad, we just didn't like predict it happening this quick kind of shit. Again, I've seen a lot worse horror movies, in layman's terms, a lot worse, where I wasn't excited at all, wasn't intense. I dozed off a few times because I'm gonna tell you, for 2 hours It doesn't need to be that long. Probably could have been an hour and 10 minutes, and it probably would have honestly did more than those 2 hours because there's at least three different moments where I found myself dozing off because the stakes hadn't changed. The moment in the movie hadn't changed. We're in the same predicament, the same find this out, find more information, take more pictures. There's this annoying ass button he has to press in the movie to take pictures on this big ass grand screen that's giving you a distorted image, and that shit's annoying the whole movie for me. I don't care what you want to tell me. Having to reach over and press a fucking button to take a picture is absolutely asinine. Why wouldn't it just be a camera on the outside clipping whatever the image was? But no, we're going to keep him inside, have him taking these pictures and being exposed to this fucking radiation and all the coagulating blood outside of the hole. But whatever. That was annoying. There was also a scene where they pull him back up out of the blood ocean to talk to him for a second, and whoever the fucking general was, Ava, fuck you, you're annoying. I don't like it. You wipe the fucking window like 8 times only for it to drip down in the same moment simultaneously. Get the fuck out of here. Put a curtain up, put a towel over it or something, because clearly you wiping it didn't do shit. And it was more annoying as a real scene in real time watching her wipe it down for a second only to like 10 seconds later. What the fuck? Just put a towel over it or have somebody else wipe it with the squeegee. Stop. Why are you trying to talk through it and look through it? And it's just fucking weird. It's choppy. You don't need to add that much to these moments to try to make it feel like it's more impactful. Ava's character was annoying. Didn't want to fucking hear her voice at one point. She's fucking lying to him. She's telling him to save the black box so we can try to save humanity, or get rid of it so that nobody can find this light, or so he doesn't even know what he really should do. A bunch of back and forth, bouncing around and not giving you a true like idea of where he's trying to go with the movie is kind of how I felt at the end, where I get what the plan is and I get what the sacrifices are to be made. I still don't understand why the whole movie is us essentially spending time in one submarine and basically watching it turn into a blood infested mess, because that's what happens in 2 hours. And then our main character decides to be a kamikaze and sacrifice himself for the greater good. Okay, that's Iron Lung. I don't know. I'm not recommending that to anybody. Hell no. I don't need you guys to go out and see that. I don't need you guys to waste your time. Markiplier fans, I know you're gonna go and find it. I know it. I mean, he's got 1.3 million views on TikTok off of just one post about how he was on the charts and then he was gone. Listen, it's not the worst horror movie I've ever seen. It's not something that I'm just like so mad about watching, but at the same time, it's not something that I'm so excited about watching. I spent 2 hours of my life watching that movie, and at the end of it, asked myself, what the fuck was the point of all of that blood? Like, and I'm so serious. Like, the blood moon and the blood ocean and all those things, that's too much. That is way too much blood for a casual movie. Markiplier, you are huge in streaming, brother. You are not huge in movies, and this kind of shit, you can't get a casual movie fan to go and watch this. I'm a casual horror movie fan. You can't get a casual horror movie fan to go and watch this movie and be intrigued. You just can't. It's being stuck in a silo and watching things get tighter, more constricted, and more intense to be inside of. And I don't think that bodes well for a lot of people who love watching movies. You're more getting uncomfortable and want to stop watching it. Everybody who was in the theater with us really felt them like almost like screeching away from the screen like I was. Like, I don't want to watch this shit constantly get worse and messier and nastier. Like, fuck. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but Markiplier, congrats on getting the movie out there and getting some ratings, getting some sales. Brother, do better next time. Find a way more intense movie that does not focus so hard on the graphic scenes and it reminded me of Carrie with the pig blood. Like, you don't need to focus so hard on the blood and that doesn't make a horror movie great. What makes a horror movie great is the feeling that I have in the back of my soul, like looking over my shoulder and wondering what was gonna pop out. Like, this movie did none of that. This movie did not keep me scared. And yeah, you had a few moments where a certain being is on the silo with him, but it was not impactful like it could have been. But it wasn't the worst try. Just next time, let's do something different. Because a lot of blood coagulations I'm not a fan of. So, Iron Lung, it's out in theaters right now. If you dare to challenge your stomach to not turn, go ahead and go see it and tell me what you guys think. But otherwise, honestly, it'll be on streaming here soon, and give it a chance that way if you want to, because it's not worth wasting your money. I really don't think so. So, all right, guys, this has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I'm your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford. Thank you so much for watching any of my videos. Like and subscribe. Come back, hear me talk some more. I appreciate any and every single one of you for watching any of my videos. I'll be back, always doing this, and I love it so much. So, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace and love always.